morning, students. Myself, Srimati Divya S, lecturer in Government Polytechnic in Delhi. In today's class, I will be delivering a lecture on Architecture of Microcontrollers 8051, which is a Unit 2 in Microcontroller and Application subject. So this is the overview of my today's class. I will be explaining the block diagram of microcontroller, microprocessor, microcomputer and differences between microcontroller and microprocessor. Why do we need to learn this microcontroller subject? So what is the main reason why should we need to learn the microcontroller subject? Because in today's world, there is not even a single electronic device on the earth which is designed without a microcontroller. In everyday, whatever the consumer electronic devices in everyday use, we are going to use a device which is made up of a microcontroller. For example, in a home appliances or entertainment appliances, all those appliances, they are made up of microcontroller chips. So here, coming to microprocessor, what is a microprocessor? Processor, we have heard the name processor, where in a computer systems we are going to use a processor here, that is a microprocessor. Why it is called as microprocessor? Micro means a small chip, so it is called as microprocessor. So microprocessor is a general purpose digital computer, central processing unit. So in a computer, in a normal PC, what we are going to use are personal computers, laptops, desktops. Okay, so in that computer, whatever the CPU is there, central processing unit, so that is a microprocessor. So it is also known as computer on chip. So what is the main purpose of using microprocessor? Microprocessor is used to read the data, perform the extensive calculations of that data and store the calculations in the mass storage device or display the results for the human use. So it is a main CPU of a normal computers. So this is a computer on chip. So this processor is used to read the data, to perform the calculations and to store those calculations and to display the results for the human use. That is a microprocessor. So coming to the block diagram of microprocessor, this is a block diagram of microprocessor. So microprocessor means only CPU will be there. Externally we have to connect, once again I will repeat, externally we have to connect RAM, ROM, input-output ports and serial communication or any other external devices. Okay, so microprocessor means only CPU, central processing unit will be there. So other the memory devices, input-output devices, other external peripheral devices, we have to connect it externally depending on the application. How much memory is needed and what are the input-output ports needed, what are the other peripheral devices needed, depending on the application we have to connect it externally. This is the main thing in microprocessor. Microprocessor means only CPU will be there and other devices we have to connect externally. So CPU means it consists of ALU, arithmetic and logical unit, to perform the arithmetic and logical operations, and also inside the CPU will be having a program counter, stack pointer, working registers, clock circuitry and interrupt circuitry. What do you mean by program counter, stack pointer, interrupt circuits, timing circuits, all this we are going to learn in this chapter with respect to microcontroller. Okay, CPU means it has the ALU, program counter, stack pointer, working registers and also the interrupt circuitry and clocking circuitry will be present inside the CPU. So inside the CPU, these things are present. Externally, we are going to connect RAM, ROM, input-output port, timer, then serial communication ports or parallel communication ports or any other peripheral devices. So this microprocessor based system, it consists of microprocessor as the CPU and other semiconductor memories, that is RAM, ROM, EEPROM and RAM, and input-output devices and interfacing devices you have to connect it externally. Okay, so here how the processor is going to communicate with these RAM, memory or input-output ports or timer or with the serial communication or parallel communication ports, how they are going to communicate this processor CPU? It will communicate through data bus or address bus. What is a bus? What is a bus? Bus are nothing but a group of lines. Bus is nothing but a group of lines that carries the data, address or control signals. So if that carries a data, that is called as data bus. If that carries a address, that is called as address bus. So bus is nothing but a group of lines that carries data, address or control signals. Okay. So here, what is a RAM and ROM? RAM and ROM is nothing but a semiconductor memories. So semiconductor memories, RAM is used to store where RAM, and what is the full form of RAM? Read-only memory. What is the full form of ROM? RAM is a random access memory. ROM is a read-only memory. So these memories, RAM and ROM, they are used to store the program and the data. Next, input-output ports. Input-output ports for the PC, for personal computer, which are the input-output ports? Input-output ports, it can be a input ports, input devices, it can be a keyboard, floppy disk. Output devices, mainly printer, scanner, then LED, LCD, CRT monitors. So these are all output devices. Okay, so this memory, input-output devices and this interfacing timer, serial communication ports, parallel communication ports, they are called as peripheral devices. Okay, so this is the simple block diagram of microprocessor. Microprocessor means only CPU will be there. Inside the CPU, what will be there? ALU, that is arithmetic and logic unit to perform arithmetical and logical operations. Then we will have a program counter, stack pointer, working registers, then clocking circuit and interrupt circuit will be present inside the CPU. Okay, so no memory, no input-output ports or no any other external devices will be present inside the processor. Processor means, microprocessor means only a CPU. Externally we have to connect the memory, input-output devices and other external devices. Okay, so this is about microprocessor. Next, microcontroller. What is microcontroller? What is microcontroller? So actually, a decade back, the process, all the process and the control operations, they were totally implemented by microprocessor only before. But the development was so drastic that we can't find even a single electronic gadget without the use of a microcontroller. So this microcontroller, it has changed the embedded system design so simple and advanced that embedded system has revolutionized the electronic industry. What is embedded system? Embedded systems are nothing but computing systems which are designed to perform a dedicated task. Dedicated task means only for a specific task. See, microprocessor, computer that is used for general purpose application. For the computer, what we are going to do? We can listen to the music, we can watch a movie, then we can send a mail, or we can write something, we can use a presentation, or we can print it from that. We can use a printer with the help of a computer, and we can use a scanner with the help of a computer. So that is a processor. Processor means general purpose application. Microcontroller means only for a specific application. Okay, example, printer, what we are going to use, that is made up of controller. Scanner, what we are going to use, that is made up of controller. Keyboard, what we are going to use, that is made up of controller. And mouse, what we are going to use, that is made up of controller. So embedded systems are nothing but computing systems which are designed to perform a dedicated task. So these embedded systems, they are generally integration of hardware and software, where software is generally embedded into the hardware part. In embedded system, software is generally embedded into the hardware part. So these microcontrollers, they are like a soul of a embedded system. Okay. So microcontroller, they are a soul of an embedded system. These microcontroller, they are used only for a specific task. Microprocessor for general purpose application. So microcontroller we can define like this. It is a small and a low cost microcomputer which is designed to perform specific tasks of embedded system like displaying microwave information, receiving the remote signals. Examples what I am giving. So microcontrollers can be considered as a self-contained system with a processor, memory and input-output ports. So this is the major difference between the processor and the controller. Processor, microprocessor means only CPU will be there. Other memory units, other input-output units, we have to connect it externally. So it doesn't have any memory or input-output devices on chip. But here in the microcontroller, it has a processor, memory, input-output ports, all will be on chip. So microcontroller is also called as on-chip device. On-chip, inside a single chip, we will have a processor, memory, input-output ports, everything. Okay, depending on the application, the memory and input-output ports will be designed. So what are the examples for the microcontroller? For the personal information products, what we are going to use in our daily life, cell phone, pager, watch, pocket recorder, calculator, all this made up of microcontroller device. Even our laptop components or the desktop computer components, mouse, keyboard, modem, fax card, sound card, battery charger, all this made up of controller. Even in our day-to-day life, home appliances, what we are going to use in our home, door lock, alarm lock, thermostat, air conditioner, refrigerator, the exercise equipment, TV remote, VCR, all this made up of microcontroller. Then even our industrial equipment, that is temperature or the pressure controllers, counters, timers, RPM controllers, all this even they are made up of microcontrollers. Even the kids, what they play toys, video games, car, small dolls, even they are all made up of microcontrollers. Okay. This is the block diagram of microcontroller. So microcontroller, see, in the single micro, this is an on-chip microcontroller. On-chip, it has a ALU, accumulator, registers, internal RAM, internal ROM, stack pointer, clock, timers, counters, input-output ports, clock, program counter, all this embedded in a single chip. So how much amount of RAM, how much amount of ROM, what are the type of input-output ports, what is the type of clocking circuitry we are going to use, it all depends on the application. So it differs from one application to another application. See, we can't take a chip of refrigerator and we can't put it in a oven, or oven microcontroller can't be put it in a refrigerator. So for every single for a specific task, the microcontroller is designed. Okay, so this is the block diagram of microcontroller, all embedded in a single chip. All embedded means all CPU. What is CPU? CPU means it includes ALU, accumulator, registers, stack pointer, program counter and clock interrupt circuits. This includes in a CPU. Okay, and memory devices, internal RAM and internal ROM. Then input-output ports, timer counter are nothing but an external peripheral devices. All that will be in a single chip. Okay, so this is the major difference between microprocessor and microcontroller. So in microprocessor, only CPU will be there. So other devices, memory, input-output ports and input-output ports and any other peripheral devices that has to be connected externally. Whereas in a microcontroller, all built on a single chip. CPU, memory, input-output devices and all the peripheral devices will be on a single chip. Okay. So this is the major difference between controller and processor. So only we are going to use a microcontroller in all the electronic applications. So next, what is microcomputer? Microcomputer means what we will use in our daily life. That is a personal laptop. It may be a personal laptop or a personal desktop. Okay, so that is a microcomputer. So microcomputer is nothing but a computer built on a basis of processor. Processor means microprocessor is a part of a microcomputer. Okay, a microprocessor is a CPU of a microcomputer. So microcomputer is a computer built on a basis of microprocessor, that is a system designed using a microprocessor as a CPU. A system designed using microprocessor as a CPU, it's called as microcomputer. Microcomputer. Example for microcomputer: desktop, laptops, okay, tabs, what we call, all this comes under microcomputer. So microcomputer is a complete computer on small scale designed for the use by one person at a time. So an antiquated term, microcomputer, is now primarily called personal computer, or a device based on a single chip microprocessor. Okay, a system designed using a microprocessor as its CPU is called a microcomputer. So this is the block diagram of microcomputer. Microcomputer means microprocessor will be there. Microprocessor means CPU. CPU means what will be there inside the CPU? Arithmetic logic unit, control unit, register array, internals, interrupt circuitry, clock circuitry, program counter, stack pointer, all will be there inside the microprocessor. But inside the microprocessor there won't be any memory device or input output device. Whereas in a microcontroller there will be a CPU. Along with the CPU, it will be having its own memory, input output device, and other peripheral devices will be present. So in this microprocessor, so that is the CPU of microcomputer, the input devices will be there, output devices will be there, and memory. Input devices, what we are going to use for our personal computer: keyboard or floppy disk. Okay, so these are all the input devices. Output devices, it can be a printer, scanner, or our display devices, CRT or LED, LCD display. There is an output device. Memory, RAM and ROM. Even EEPROM will be present. That is read-only memory and random access memory. The semiconductor memories we are going to use. So this is the block diagram of microcomputer. So far we have learnt the block diagram of microprocessor, the block diagram of microcontroller, and the block diagram of microcomputer. So got to know the difference between microprocessor, microcontroller, and microcomputer. So these are some of the differences between microprocessor and microcontroller. Okay. So here, microprocessor, it is a heart of a computer system. Microcontroller, it is a heart of embedded system. What is embedded system? Embedded systems are computing systems which are used only for a dedicated task, which are only used for a specific applications. Okay, so microprocessor, they are used in computer system. Microcontrollers, they are used in embedded systems. Next, microprocessor, they assimilates the function of central processing unit onto a single integrated circuit. IC, microprocessor IC means only CPU will be present. Microcontroller IC means it has a CPU and some other components in order to make a computer, that is a microcontroller. Next, microprocessors, they are mainly used in designing general purpose system from small to large and complex systems like supercomputers. Only microprocessors, they are used for designing the computers. Here, microcontrollers, they are used in automatically controlled devices. Okay, so next, microprocessors are basic components of personal computers. Microprocessors, basic components. Without microprocessor, you can't design a personal computers or a desktops. Whereas in a microcontrollers, they are generally used in embedded systems. Embedded systems, I've told so many examples about the embedded systems. It may be MP3 players, washing machine, refrigerators, okay, keyboard, mouse, printer. They all comes under the microcontroller. Next, computational capacity of microprocessor is very high, hence can perform complex tasks. Computational capacity of microprocessor is very high, hence it can perform all the complex tasks. whereas in microcontroller less computational capacity when compared to microprocessor. So usually they are used for a simple task, simple and specific task. That for example, refrigerator means only for cooling, microwave means only for cooking purpose. Okay, so like that. Microcontroller only for a simple and specific task we are going to use. So microprocessor based system can perform numerous tasks. Example I have already told for the computer can perform numerous tasks, whereas a microcontroller based system can perform only a few or a specific tasks. So next, microprocessor system can perform same thing. Microprocessor system can perform numerous tasks. Microcontroller based systems can perform single or very few tasks. Next, in order to build or design a system that is a computer, a microprocessor has to be connected externally to some other components like memory, RAM and ROM and input output devices. See, we have seen a motherboard inside the computer cabinet. So what will be there? Processor will be there, RAM slot separate, then ROM slot separate. Okay, so this means, that means microprocessor means only CPU will be there. RAM, ROM, input output ports externally we have to connect. Microcontroller, the IC of a microcontroller has a memory, it has a CPU, memory, that is RAM and ROM, and all the input output devices, all the timers and counters, they will be inbuilt, that will be on chip. Okay, so next, microprocessor, the overall cost of a system built using a microprocessor is very high. The overall cost is very high to build a computer. See the cost of computer, and a single mouse. The cost of computer, how much? The single single mouse is made up of controller. Which is costlier? Mouse is costlier, or your personal laptop or desktop is costlier, or a printer is costlier, or your computer is costlier. So the overall cost of a system built using a microprocessor is high. This is because of the requirement of the external components. Externally for the computer, externally we have to connect RAM, externally we have to connect RAM, externally timers, counters, externally input ports, output ports, all externally we have to connect. For the controller, the cost of a system built using a microcontroller is less, as all the components are readily available. All readily available on a single chip. All memory devices, input output devices will be on a single chip. Next, microprocessor, generally power consumption and dissipation is high in a microprocessor because of the external devices other than CPU, other than the processor. Even the external devices to which the processor is connected, even they will consume high power, it is going to dissipate large amount of heat. So hence it requires external cooling system. This microprocessor requires external cooling system. Whereas microcontroller, power consumption is less. All will be on a single chip. And one more difference we can add. If the computer system fails, we can replace. That means if there is a fault in a processor, we can replace the processor. If there is a fault in a memory or input output devices, we can replace that memory devices. Okay, so whereas in a microcontroller, if there is some fault in memory, input output devices or some other peripheral devices, then we have to replace the whole microcontroller chip. Okay, so whereas in microprocessor, only if there is a fault in CPU, we can replace the CPU, or else if there is a fault or glitches in either input output devices or memory devices, we can replace them individually. So here in the microcontroller, we have to replace the whole chip if anything fault occurs. Okay, and microprocessor, typically they are of 32-bit and 64-bit. Microcontroller, they are typically 8 or 16-bit. Microprocessor, 80, 85, 80, 86 microprocessor is their example. Microcontroller, 8051 microcontroller, ARM microcontroller is there, PIC microcontroller is there. These also examples you can keep. And also the applications where the microprocessors are used. And microprocessor means only personal desktop computers or laptops we are going to use. That example we can give. And microcontroller, so many examples, all the electronic gadgets examples we can give. Okay, and that will make a difference. And also the block diagram of microprocessor and block diagram of microcontroller, even that makes another difference. Okay. So in today's class, we studied what is microprocessor, the block diagram of microprocessor, then what is microcontroller and the block diagram of microcontroller, and also we studied the microcomputer and the block diagram of microcomputer. Microcomputer means microprocessor, built the system designed using a microprocessor as the CPU. It is called a microcomputer. Okay, and also the block diagram of microcomputer and the differences between microprocessor and microcontroller we studied in today's class. So let us see some multiple choice questions. Which is the microprocessor comprises? What microprocessor comprises? Register section, one or more ALU, control unit, all of this. Option A, B, C or D. So what is the microprocessor comprises? Microprocessor comprises of all the three, because register, ALU, control unit, all this comes under a CPU. Inside the CPU, ALU, register sections will be there, then control unit will be there, then all the interrupt and timing circuitry will be there, program counter will be there, stack pointer will be there, other than memory, input output devices and other peripheral devices. So answer is all of this. Next, which is the type of microcomputer memory? Primary memory, processor memory, secondary memory and all of this. Which is the type of microcomputer memory? Once again the answer is all of this. It has a processor memory, primary memory also, it has a secondary memory. Computer, it has all the memories, the processor, primary memory, secondary memory, all of this. Next, a microprocessor retrieves the instructions from control memory, cache memory, main memory and virtual memory. Microprocessor always retrieves the instruction from main memory. Next, what is true about microcontroller? Microcontroller is small and low cost microcomputer. It is designed to perform the specific task of embedded system. Microcontroller consists of processor, the memory, serial ports, peripherals, D, all of the above. What is true about microcontroller? Yes, microcontroller is a small and low cost microcomputer. Low cost, we know. It is designed to perform specific tasks. Yes. It consists of processor, memory, serial ports, peripherals, all on a single chip. Yes. So answer is all of the above. Next, what is false about microcontroller? Microcontrollers are used to execute a single task with an application. It consists of CPU, RAM, ROM, input-output ports. Its power consumption is high because it has to control the entire system. It is built with CMOS technology. This we have seen in the differences between microprocessor and microcontroller. Which is a false statement about the microcontroller? Its power consumption is high because it has to control the entire system. No, the power consumption is low in microcontroller. The power consumption is high in microprocessor. Okay. Option C is the answer. Next, microprocessor is dash of the computer. Main, heart, important, brain. So microprocessor is heart of the computer. Heart of the computer. So these are some of the multiple choice questions. Even you can find some more multiple choice questions on the Google. So thank you.